is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So Ole Miss offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll pull it on the read. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today,
breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Takes his shot. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's loose. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
On the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Goes to the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes him talk to the hand. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
It'll be third and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires complete on the crosser. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to sneak it. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to keep it in the air. Snags it over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Going the other way, and he's got room. Pass the and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Throws for the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Towards the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Here's the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance. There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone contact. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. So after they mark off the yardage, it's still 3rd and 10. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The quick out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets past the marker. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working that left side now. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying play action. Now rolling to the left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he
touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive.
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one in 2nd and 11. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He now has 84 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. The give on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pick.
Oh, the ball dropped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack.